Let the games begin. All right. Oh, it's a little low. All right, welcome back to Life the Germ. It's been a couple weeks. Whenever I take a week break, it's like sitting down. I'm like, dang, I really like do this every week. You know, like it's like a kind of a weird feeling. I'm like, I can't believe I do this, and then it kind of passes. But here I am, just finished up with volleyball. Crazy busy week so far, and it's only Tuesday, but I needed to get this to you guys by Wednesday morning, so here I am delivering. Gonna try to get into a little streak again, you know, the vibes. But yeah, happy 4th to y'all who celebrate. I know you know, my British viewers are probably bumming. You know, 4th of July. It's kind of sad for the Brits. You know, they had to let a country go, and you know, now it's one of the best in the world. Kind of tough. But I think, yeah, maybe I'll go over my 4th of July, a little vibe. I went to Flagstaff to visit um, my buddy Nate, who I lived with last year. Shout out Nate, shout out the homie. And um, also was with my other really good friend Alex. Shout out Alex. I know he's tuning in. This episode is partially inspired by him, so definitely got to get a little shout out in. But yeah, I mean, we went to Flagstaff. We did the stuff. We went to Sedona, which Sedona's like already super blown up now. But Sedona was hype because normally, apparently, like Nate was telling, it's always like super packed. But we like went right after like a really pretty heavy like storm where it like never rains in Arizona, but this time it just did. And we went right after the storm, and like of course like no one was there, and it was just lit. We went on a little hike. It was already dry by that point. Like it was a perfect like sunset, and just it was, yeah, really good. But yeah, I got some face paint for the 4th. I got a little like Uncle Sam painted on my face. I was in like a line with all these other like little kids, and they're like looking at me weird because you know I obviously looked a lot older. But that was super fun. Overall, just a really good trip. Like I don't get time off just to like hang out with people anymore. You know, it's always like, oh, we're you know, we're doing this, we're doing that. Like it's like I guess I did go to Flagstaff, but like when it's with like the homies, it doesn't really feel like it's this and that. And honestly, um, I wouldn't have pre-recorded for the week I took off anyways, but if I would have, I don't even know what I would have posted because this was the first time in a long time where I think I've like kind of caught up to some of my ideas. Some of that creativity just comes in waves for me, and but I had quite a bit of inspiration on the trip, and I hit you guys with the double wisdom of the week. I don't think they're really connected all that much, but I just thought, yeah, both these ideas like really inspired me to like make this episode when I was on vacation. I was like, oh, we're gonna rip this, and um, yeah. So I think just getting right into it. First things first, the shorts. Are we thinking? Can you guys see these? Are we thinking swimsuit or shorts? Cause like, it's giving swimsuit, but they're also feeling like camping shorts because they got the little. I mean, who's having little tents on their shorts? Like it's just weird. Like on their swimsuit, it's just like a weird vibe. It doesn't really feel like. Maybe it does. Maybe it is kind of a swimsuit material, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. You guys can decide in the comments, but I'm also not gonna lie to you about the album of the week. Like I just straight up haven't listened to a record in like a really long time. But I got a lot of new drip. I went vintage thrifting with Alex in Denver before we went out to Flagstaff, and you guys, well, I was gonna give you guys like a haul video, but I think I know I'm gonna be wearing the shirts like as the weeks go on, so like I'm just gonna let those shine, and I'll give them like slowly reveal it to you as I go. But I feel like Tuesday after volleyball, I've kind of started this habit of which I don't know if it's the best habit, but I get frozen pizza, and Tuesdays I get back at like 8:30, which is like pretty late for me. Like I like to go to bed around 10 usually, and um, it's just so quick. You just toss that puppy in the oven, so it's already preheated. I got that Hawaiian Red Baron. Shout out Nate for putting me on the Red Baron, but yeah, it's gonna be fire. But yeah, getting on with it. Let's dive into the first one of the two. This is the drawing. Can't say I'm too proud of it, but honestly, the shoe was bad at first. I was gonna do a pair of shoes, but I couldn't get the second one to look like this, so I just kind of gave up. But so this is obviously a force field. I feel like this is pretty good. Like this guy's happy because he's protected, and this guy's like mad and trying to like get through, but like man's protected. Like it doesn't matter. And then the second one, which I'm gonna start with first, is loose laces, which I don't know if you guys know, if you guys are like hip as me, probably not, but basically it's just like a style, like a kind of a way to like tie your shoe. It's not really tying though, where it's just like these are like the ends of the shoelace and they're kind of just like peeking out, and like it's not really tied. This is like supposed to be like the front of the shoe. This is supposed to be like where you put your foot in. It's kind of like 3D-esque. This one actually turned out decent, I thought. These other two I just scribbled out because I was like, you guys don't need to see those. But anyways, force fields plus I don't know if it's gonna be like loose laces, loose lace, loose laced with a D. Like we're gonna have to figure that out. But loose lace, maybe loose laced. I like that. So starting out, I'm gonna just take credit, or I'm gonna give credit. This wasn't my idea at all. Shout out Alex. He was visiting, and man, probably the first guy I've ever seen to like loose lace hiking boots. Like I don't know why like that happened. That's the cover on the Spotify episode. If you guys want to check it out, it's just his loose lace hiking boots. Like just I've seen like loose lace Air Forces, like Nikes and stuff, but the hiking boots, those are truly game changing for me, eye opening experience. But so this gets us this idea: instead of keeping your shoes tied, which I don't even know if you can see this, but you let them hang loose, and this gets at this idea. Me and Alex were kind of talking about it a little bit. That so Alex came to Denver for a few days before we went out to Arizona, and I had like an itinerary. But here's the thing about itineraries that I think both of us realized: we've like figured out the itinerary meta. Like you can't have everything like hour to hour just like booked, because what ends up happening is you book this, you book that, and you end up like getting tired, hungry, this stuff that just is unexpected, right? And all of a sudden you have tickets for this or that, and you realize like you don't really want to do it. So what ends up happening is, I get it, sometimes you have to book stuff, right? But like every hour you end up doing things and going to things that maybe you didn't want to. And when you're on vacation especially, it's like you want to just like kind of flow by the seat of your pants. At least I do. Like I just kind of want to like cruise, like, and because like when I'm at work, it's like I don't have a choice to do that stuff, right? Like a certain extent, like stuff has got to be done, and I do it, right? And on vacation, it's like I want to be given that choice. Like, yeah, we have a few things on the list that I made for the day, and we have a rough plan. Like we want to get this and that done, right? But like at the end of the day, like if we don't want to do it, like what's up?
Are you using the oven right now?
No, you're all good.
All right.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, like if you don't want to do it, like you don't have to go for it. Like and it's really just getting at this idea of sort of like a more like spontaneous trip, or just like spontaneous life in general. Like maybe you have a rough idea for the plans you want to have for the weekend, but that doesn't mean you have to like to the nose like okay, Saturday morning I'm doing this, then like for lunch I'm going here, and then the afternoon I'm doing this. It's like just chill out, bro. Like I don't know about you guys, but I'm like that all the time at work. Like I know like the things I want to get done, and I'm like, okay, I can squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. It's like on the weekend or on vacation, like I'm not doing that. Like I just want to chill, and I think there's something to be said for that. Just like no, don't keep the shoes tied on the vacation. Like let them loose, and just chill out, man. And then my other idea that I didn't actually tell the boys when I was there, but um, gets at this idea of like force fields. It's kind of like a metaphor for, I think, just how I felt like the whole trip. Like I just literally felt like invincible. Like any like crappy thing, anything that like hurt, stung, whatever. Like it just like rolled off me. Like and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest, like doesn't always happen for me. But like when you're with your people, like it just does, and it's like they just get you, and you guys like vibe, and it's just like it's so chill, And um, I think that's the other thing is just like finding the people that like that can make that happen for you, right? Because like there aren't a lot of people in this world that like I feel that for. But like there are a select few people that I do, and it's just like I think you need to chase that, right? Um and if you've never experienced something like that before, I think like you'll definitely like know it when you have it type thing, because you literally feel like I don't know, one example I'll give is like Alex came like Friday night, and then like we had a big volleyball day like tournament, like this league I'm in, all like pretty much the whole next day. And like dude, like I've never played that good of volleyball in my entire life. Like it just felt like anything, like I was totally flow state. Like any point that went wrong, or like any mistake I made, I was like, okay, whatever. And like normally I feel like I let that stuff get to me a little more, but like since he was there, I was just feeling so good. I was like one of the best homies I know is in town, and we're just hanging out. And I was just like, I just showed up, like it was so sick. I played like the best volleyball I've ever played, and it just gets back to this idea like once you find those people, and it's the same thing for like a romantic relationship too. Like once you find that person, like literally anything you do, like your life is just elevated like that much more. One of my a guy I know out here was kind of describing that. I don't even know how it got brought up, but he has like a long distance girlfriend, and um, yeah, I don't exactly know how it got brought up, but he got onto the point of like how like just little things like going to the grocery store by yourself versus like with that person that you really like, it just like elevates that experience so much more, because you're with someone that like it doesn't like it's not like you're going to the grocery store anymore. It's like no, like you're hanging out with your friend. It's like a totally different vibe. But you can only get that with people that you really rock with. And I think it's important to, I've talked about this a lot on the channel, but like um yeah, just thinking about like the relationships in your life, and like making sure that it's like really what you're looking for. And what I'm starting to realize is like there's levels to these relationships, and it's like yeah, like you have a coworker that it's like okay, maybe you guys will become best friends, but like probably not. But like understanding that like that's okay is fine, right? Um, but then like understanding that like the people that you choose to hang out with um just in your free time, like that's directly gonna influence like who you become as a person, right? So it's like very important to choose people that like bring you that energy, right? And like give you the kind of that force field where like and that just doesn't happen overnight. Like you have to build relationships and stuff. But like understanding that, okay, like these are my people and these are the people I rock with, and like knowing that if like anything happens or like you really need someone, like that person's gonna be there for you, right? And like yeah, again, there's like levels to it, right? Maybe you just want to talk to someone, so you just like hang out with some people that you don't know that well, and that I think that's cool. But like making sure you make time for the people that like at the end of the day, you know, like really you really care about them, A, and B, like they really care about you, you know? Because that's when you get, let me take it back to the drawing board here. That's when you get this going where like, you know, Joe's mad at you, right? Like this guy's mad, right? This kind of clipboard's falling out. But Joe's mad, right? And normally, you know, his madness gets me fired up. But now like I'm hanging out with, I should draw like my friend here. Like I'm hanging out with one or two of my buddies, and all of a sudden like this wall's up. This person's like he's like talking smack about like whatever, and I'm just like, okay, bro. Like, you know, it just doesn't get to you because you're just like I'm just in the zone, you know, and I just don't really care. And like unfortunately, I wish I could do this by myself, but like for the time being, like sometimes it just gets to you, man. Like when someone understands you so well, like there's no other feeling like that, you know. And that's this. That's my metaphor for the force field. But yeah, that's force fields and loose lace. Loose laces, TBD. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed. Excited to be back on the LOTG, and we'll catch you in the next one.